Warner Brothers Movie World is currently hosting Hooray for Hollywood, which is my favorite event at the park. The park is full of iconic Hollywood figures and characters, as well as exclusive shows and entertainment, and of course the iconic parade at the end of the day. And here's everything I got up to on my visit. Now, this was a bit of a different visit for me because I went in with a different goal in mind. Usually my goal is to film everything, but I got a new lens for my camera for Christmas. The Sony 55 to 210mm zoom lens with optical steady shot. This is a telephoto lens which can zoom in really far, so I was very excited to come to the park and try it out. And lately I've been taking a lot of photos as well, which for any of my subscribers who also follow me on Instagram, you'll see lots of my pictures there. So my visit to Hooray for Hollywood was a mixture of finding cool spots to take photos and try out my new lens, and trying to capture some of the shows on video as well. Starting off my day, we arrived just in the nick of time to catch the This Is Us show, which features music from The Greatest Showman. I got some cool shots during the show, and it was fun to try out the new lens. There's always a learning curve when you get new camera equipment, because it changes the entire way you can film or shoot photos. Right after that, we went to Spy Chase Stunt Show. I've already seen this a few times and filmed it, and I really wanted to take some photos this time. So I sat right down at the front and got some really cool shots. This is an awesome show to take pictures of because it's so high octane and so much action going on. There's always something to take pictures of. After that, there was one of the brand new shows for Hooray for Hollywood this year, I Wanna Rock, which is a sort of 80s rock and roll inspired show, which was a lot of fun with some silly 80s style costumes and wigs, which were quite funny. Next was the Scooby-Doo Mystery Solved Dance Party, where the Mystery Gang comes out and hosts a little dance party on Main Street. This was a lot of fun. It's an interactive show, so it's mainly directed at younger guests to come up and dance with the characters, which did make getting photos a little bit difficult because there were so many people dancing. It was hard to shoot just the characters. Scooby was also wearing a new costume for this show, which was really funny. Next we moved along to the Wizard of Oz precinct to catch There's No Place Like Home, where Glinda comes out and sings a couple of songs in front of the Emerald Palace. This is a really fun show, and the Emerald Palace is such a great backdrop for photos and videos. I shot this one on my regular lens that I usually use, the 18 to 105. Next was the Merry Old Land of Oz, where Dorothy, Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion come out and do a little dance and song. And I just used my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for this one. I've seen the show in the past last year, and I scouted out a good spot with the Emerald Palace in the background, so I was really pleased with this footage. Many of the shows at Hooray for Hollywood play multiple times throughout the day, so I did manage to come back and check this out later in the afternoon to get some photos as well, which I was very pleased with. After that, we made our way back to Main Street to have some lunch at a little pop-up food outlet that they had near the Casablanca restaurant, which was like a fried rice sort of stand, which was actually really tasty. Many of the characters were out and about, interacting with guests, doing photo opportunities, which was awesome. It was so much fun meeting all the characters and getting pictures with them. The performers at Movie World are so talented. They're seriously the highlight of the park for me. It's such a great place to come and practice photography and videography. It was great.
Oh, paparazzi! Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Sorry. Hello. Very impressive. I quickly wolfed down my meal and made my way over to check out Musicals on Main Street, which is a mainstay in the Hooray for Hollywood event. This show's a lot of fun, there's heaps of performers and plenty of opportunities to get some really cool shots. After that was the Good Citizens Award show, which is, again, another regular show at Movie World that features the Joker, Harley-Quinn, Robin, Batman, and a couple of thugs. This is always fun. I did a mixture of filming and getting some photos.
Get it, boys! This reminds me of a joke, but I forgot the punchline!
And then I saw the Austin Powers dance show, which is super fun and super silly. This one's very difficult to actually film because Austin and the two dancers make their way down from the one end of Main Street to the other, and I've made the mistake in the past of finding what I thought was the great spot to film the show from, only to realize that they quickly move past and don't come back again. So I tried to track Austin and the dancers down the street with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It didn't turn out quite how I expected, but it was still fun. They kind of usher you off the street, so you can't really follow along as such. I'll have to try this again sometime. Next was the Name and Lights show, which is one of my favorite shows at Hooray for Hollywood. It really captures that kind of Hollywood spirit, that energy of filmmaking and acting and performing. I really love this show. It's super fun. Again, heaps of performers and lots of cool moments to take photos of. The next show was the Wrong Place, Wrong Cat, which is a show where Catwoman gets caught stealing jewelry and fights two cops. And this is a show that usually takes place at Movie World anyway. Again, I don't usually watch this show, but it was fun to get a good spot, and I got some really cool shots. This was some of my favorite stuff that I got throughout the day. And last but not least, the Movie Magic Parade, which in my opinion is how the parade should always be at Movie World, featuring all these iconic characters from Hollywood films and iconography. It's got such a cool atmosphere. It's so much more in line with the branding that I think Movie World should have. It did feel like there was a bit less than there had been in previous years, which is a little disappointing, but it was still fun to take photos and videos. And that wraps up my visit to Warner Brothers Movie World for Hooray for Hollywood. Again, my favorite event. Did it live up to the hype? Does it still have a special place in my heart? Absolutely, it definitely does. I do think, as lots of people have mentioned before, that this is how the park should always be. I know it's really expensive to have all these performers out and about all the time, but it would be fantastic if they were, because I love it. And it captures the movie magic, which is really special to me. The event's running until mid-January, so I'm definitely going to try and return to the park and film and photograph a lot more of the shows and performers and things. And if you'd like to see any of my pictures, make sure to follow me on Instagram, where I post a lot more content outside of my videos, which I'm really proud of and I love to share with people, so check that out. Have you been to Movie World for Hooray for Hollywood yet? Do you plan to? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, a friendly comment, or subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Before we finish, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all the members and sponsors of Team YumYum for supporting my content. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.